interested to see how this plays out. Red Oolong is going with the Wii Fit trainer here. Smooch actually opting for the Byleth instead of the Sephiroth. Okay, a little bit different than we were expecting. Haven't seen the Smooch Byleth in a while. Smooch is definitely... I feel like had put that character away for a while, had moved on to some other characters. Moved on to Sephiroth, but now we're seeing him play it a little bit more in recent days. Probably in part due to the success that we saw Leo pull with this character recently. But so far, it's not looking great. I mean, 80% unanswered on one deep breathing is a rough place to be. But Byleth does have some pretty solid punish game and some very early KO potential, so it is not nearly as bad as it could be. Threatening Oolong away from the ledge with the offstage arrow, though. Trying to keep that in the pocket as a mix-up. Just always holding on to it to either force Oolong into the shield or just find a stray hit when they're not expecting it to buy their way back onto the stage. But buying your way onto the stage only gets you so far. You still got to be able to find something afterwards. Dashing in for the grab to punish back air is certainly one of them. Smooch is finding these grabs here now. Oolong might be in shield just a little bit too much. Oh, the side B to punish that air dodge there, but not quite enough. Down tilt not going to come into the up tilt or the up air either. Instead, the reverse hit of up air, or up tilt, or forward tilt, reverse hit of forward tilt. Look, all of Wii Fit's trainers' tilts hit like 4 different directions, alright? It's hard to keep track of. I apologize. I'm gonna try. But it is difficult to track what this character does sometimes. In any case, though, I didn't think that Smooch was in danger of dying there, even remotely, but it shows what I know when it comes to this character. Oh, no. Can Smooch make it back from that? Yeah. No, that whip is long. That's a very long whip. Never mind, they can make it back no problem. Oh, save the volleyball, but Smooch actually using that as an actual tool to apply pressure there to get back onto the ledge. But once again, we're seeing that Oolong has no problem maneuvering around on this ledge to continue to rack up damage, buy time, and look for an opening. Neutral get up even not going to be quite fast enough. Smooch is just a little too slow in the reaction there to punish that. Now, Oolong with a 2-stock lead. And it's just looking like Smooch is just suffering from the traditional Byleth problems of not really being able to get in to find the necessary hits. Even the side B going to get beat out by the hula hoops there. At least you got that recovery though. Oh, monster spike coming out from Smooch though. At least a 1-stock. It's not going to be a 3-stock game. Smooch is not about to let that happen. But a 2-stock is still looking very much possible here. Catching the air dodge with the nair. Smooch is trying to cover the options. It has been known to take early losses and then find the adaptation and still ultimately win the game here. So Smooch not necessarily out of that, but it's certainly going to need to be a little more careful with those arrows, because the arrows are, oh my god. Okay, upbeat in neutral, or not neutral, upbeat on shield there, I guess looking for the jump out of shield, and hard read not paying off. Oolong gonna take game 1 here. And yeah, it's looking like like I was saying before that last stock got taken, it's looking like you're seeing a lot of the traditional Byleth problems here in this matchup of just not being able to keep within the appropriate distance to apply the pressure you need, especially with a character that can outrange you. Smooch does opt to switch to the Sephiroth here. Definitely has better range, definitely has better options in the neutral for this matchup, but of course you are still worried about the fact that Sephiroth is extremely light, and oh my god, already going into the magnifier at 68% off of a conversion. Yeah, this is a character that could absolutely evaporate when deep breathing is on the line, but should have the tools to prevent that from being as much of a concern, as long as Smooch doesn't give up too much in the neutral here. But so far, it's looking just about to be a similar story as last match. Oolong using that deep breathing and really just dominating the neutral. The ledge trap situation here looking really scary, but Smooch able to get out of it. The constant volleyball pressure, though, means Smooch is always having to keep an eye out, always having to pick a defensive option. It was ready. It actually blocked the Salute the Sun there. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but the forward tilt absolutely was to take that first stock. and Smooch has only been able to get 50-some percentage here on this stock as it's taken. This is a situation that Smooch should be excelling here in, though, on the ledge with his character, but it's just not enough. It still doesn't seem to be giving him an opportunity to find the punishes. I mean, Oolong just being a little too slippery with this character. And even if you're only getting hit by a volleyball here and there, even if it's not giving up your chance to punish. Oh, wait, he went down there with the counter. The hula hoop does have a hitbox. It's not something you generally want to be trying to use, but it is certainly something that folks can try to use against you, and that's what we see happen here. Still not enough to keep the game even, though. Smooch evening stocks up for a while, but not for long enough. Another back air with the deep breathing, and we're back to this full stock disadvantage. And look at this. I mean, 90% of the time here in the neutral, it seems like Oolong is just playing purely to be slippery. Just playing purely to be out of the way. But when you've got a character that can whiff punish fairly effectively with the volleyballs at a lot of angles, generally has some decent ground speed to whiff punish with grabs and with tilts as well. It's a strategy. It's viable. I mean, it's something you can absolutely do to keep folks guessing with that returning volleyball to it. It's so crazy. It hits your shield, and then it bounces back into exactly the location to catch somebody trying to dash out at you after the shield. I don't think it was intentional that it was designed that way, but it's how it ends up working out. Oh, that counter is not going to activate. The DLC counter does activate even if it doesn't get hit, but if you get grabbed, it's not going to happen. Oolong instead catching the grab. Back throw going to take that as a 2-stock lead for game 2. But these are best of 3 matches here, folks, so we are still going. Smooch is still in this best of 5. I just said best of 3. Thank you. I'm so thankful that I've got someone on the other side of this computer reminding me when I say something stupid, because I have all my numbers mixed up today. Alright. Well, we are going into game 3 here, going back to PS2 one more time. You'd think there might be, like, you know, a stage choice here that might make things a little bit better, but ultimately, what's been the feature of the stage that's been causing problems for Smooch the most has been the ledges, and every stage has those. And it's not something you can counterpick. That's something that you just got to deal with. Just the slipperiness of this character, of Wii Fit Trainer in general, and especially the way that Red Oolong maneuvers with the character, it's making it very difficult for Smooch to find hits to get damage in edgewise. I mean, Sephiroth does have a ton of range, does have some great punish options, but not the fastest frame data for most of the kit. I mean, the fastest things you have are probably, you know, your very limited range jab, your side B that is really just like a setup to help you find something else, and your nair. Oh, but the shield break, that is a dead Wii Fit Trainer. Smooch taking the first stock here in this game 3. There may just be hope yet. Smooch now using that wing and playing slippery in response to Red Oolong here. And it seems to be working out so far. Only 14% extra credit, but even just having the stock lead for a little while is better than how it's been going. That volleyball really just hit him out of down tilt. Sometimes this volleyball, it just feels like pure nonsense. I mean, I love it, I respect it, but sometimes it just feels like, come on now. Look, again, like it's just right in position. Smooch actually firing off the flare there. Oolong just shy. You know, you gotta wonder there at that point, do you just take the flare to get the deep breathing off? I might have. I'm a greedy person. I might have done it. Oolong not even afraid to... Oh my god, what? No. No. The counter went off on the volleyball, sent Oolong out, and then sniped him with the same volleyball. Absolutely insane. Apologies. I'm told I have a little bit of a mic issue here. One moment. Okay, now. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. Apparently the mic was sounding a little bit off. Might have moved a little bit on the boom here, but Down to last stock. I must have missed something here because both players on last stock. Deep breathing online. Smooch just trying to play things slow and careful. Does not want to lose the stock this here. Even throwing the get off me option there, though. I respect that. Oolong's been getting a lot off of the fear to find those grabs, but this time it's Oolong suffering from the fear. One too many dodges gave Smooch time to line up that back air, and Smooch is still in this set. And you're definitely seeing the adaptation. This is something I talked about earlier. Smooch is a player that is known to take early losses in a set sometimes, but still find the adaptation and then be able to bring it home in the long run. The question is Oolong going to let that happen? Definitely seeing a lot more slippery play from Smooch, kind of emulating what Oolong is doing movement-wise, but with a little more kill power behind it, at least when deep breathing isn't online, because I tell you what. Well, that is a full 3 orbs on that too, and now Smooch is going off with the damage. Another counter. One more. It did the same thing again. It sent the volleyball back out and sniped on the way out. I don't even think the snipe is necessary. I think Oolong just dies to that counter regardless, but it's a little bit of extra flavor, a little extra spice, if you will. But speaking of spice, we got that spicy Wii Fit buff online, or, well, we did. It is gone now, and Smooch actually just throwing out hitbox after hitbox to prevent these volleyballs on the ledge, and that is causing so many problems for Oolong's game plan. I mean, if you look back at the set, Oolong has been spending significant periods of time on the ledge, and that volleyball is in a large way responsible for him being able to do that. Smooch now throwing out those hitboxes to just return that volleyball to sender is definitely making that ledge game plan less viable, which means Oolong's got to win more here in the neutral. Not impossible. I mean, Oolong has been doing a good job in the neutral throughout the set as well, but there's just that one less thing to rely on. Excellent coverage there, the patience, waiting out the air dodge to find the stock. But now you're back on this ledge, and unlike before, this ledge is now becoming a viability. This is not like game 1 or game 2 Smooch. This is not like the game versus or the game in winners round 3 or 2 here. This ledge is becoming a problem. I just commentated that set. Why can I not remember who they played? It's actually going to drive me crazy. Oh, it was cold weather. It was cold weather. Yeah, there we go. All right. I remembered. Another grab, though. This ledge situation getting scarier and scarier. And on your last stock, too, Smooch looking pretty healthy. Oolong going for the lethal options, but it did not quite landing it. And Smooch is just waiting out air dodges, waiting out defensive options. Did he really just... Alright, that was unnecessary. I get that it got you the kill. That could have been down air. You know, that could have been... You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that, my man. But a little extra flash, a little extra shake. You know, a little extra nervousness inspired by the flashy KO setup for game 2 there. We're going to... Or for game 4 there. We're going to game 5 here. And yeah, Smooch definitely has the read on how this game plan needs to be played. It's going to be up to Oolong now to try to bring it back. That is the magic of Smash Brothers. It really doesn't matter how much you're up by. Second you start losing that data advantage, second you start losing the information war, the entire set could still turn against you. Regardless of how much information, regardless of how far ahead you are. Oh no. Smooch now though, stuck on the ledge. And a barrage of projectiles keeping him there. Oolong playing a more zoner-like approach, and that has led to 95% unanswered. Wing is online though. Smooch has a wing very early in this stock, and if he can hold on to it for a long time, that could be dangerous. Oh, this cannot box the same way that Wii Fit Trainer can though. Losing frame here, frame there on each of those interactions. Got to be careful with playing that constant... Oh, the parry, though, you know, that changes a lot of things. A little late letting go of the up smash, though. That could have been another solid chunk of percentage there. Definitely not a kill setup at that percentage, but something dangerous. The patience, too, waiting out the air dodge, or the standing dodge after the aerial on shield. I mean, Smooch has definitely got a read on the habits here. And habits are... what may just lose Oolong this match. Oh, never mind though, the dash attack. able to take the stock. Smooch now having to play an uphill battle, and Oolong can decide to play keep away unless Smooch just stabs through the whole stage with a 7-foot-long sword, in which case we're going right down to even stocks, 2 apiece. Even percentage. This, yeah, they're definitely seeing a little bit more back and forth here, and without the wing, too, it's definitely making things a little more difficult. Smooch doesn't have that extra jump to work with in this neutral to mix things up, but the information here may just be enough. I mean, Smooch is following Oolong's movement and predicting Oolong's defensive options so well. I mean, ready for the air dodges, ready for any defensive attempt here. And just finding these little pokes, these little forward air pokes, little bits of damage here and there, but it's adding up to 87%. Oolong, this is their chance. This is chance to pull it around here, though. This is a chance to find the reversal, respecting the Octaslash on the ledge, respecting the orb, but not the up smash afterwards. Going way deep. I don't think. Yeah, I was going to say. I don't think you can make it back from that. Dying for the deep breathing. Comes right back and fires up another one though. That buff is online, and Oolong finding the hits, but with 3 orbs on, goes for the ledge for the invincibility, but it doesn't pay off. Still taking hits here. I mean, I suppose you may have avoided a little damage from the orbs that way, but you're still stuck in the combo here now. Smooch off stage, Octaslash to cover the ledge, but it does not necessarily guarantee they're getting back up. Maybe getting a little antsy there, letting go of the charge to salute the sun a little early on the ledge before Smooch was getting up. We're getting another one charged here as well. Smooch going for the quick recovery there, but didn't quite have the distance. The failed deep breathing, though, oh, that's costing Oolong so much in terms of positioning here. I mean, the stock and percentage spread is not that bad here anymore, but giving up that little bit of extra there, definitely a scary proposition. Gonna miss the up smash, too. You can see Oolong wants this early kill, wants to just find something to evaporate Sephiroth at an early percent. My god, that back air, doing so much shield damage, too. Settling for the grab instead, though, as deep breathing does wear off. And you can see already trying to find a way to get back into it, but not quite going to find it. Wing now online, and that's the place you don't want to be. That's why Oolong was looking for those lethal options. You want to try to kill before that wing is a problem, but that is no longer an option. You know Smooch is looking for it. Throwing out the smash attacks, the down smash, trying to just threaten and put damage on shield with things like the forward tilt as well. And every little bit of time that Smooch is able to waste is another deep breathing. It needs to happen, but the snipe with the volleyball is going to close it out. Oolong getting Smooch off stage for just long enough, finding one